So hello guys, welcome to our channel Makes You Happy. I'm Justin. My group members and I are glad to be here to teach you Form 4 Modern Mathematics. In this video, you will learn how to solve some Chapter 1 questions which is about quadratic functions and equations in one variable. So let's look at the first questions. Solve the following quadratic equations. As you can see, there is a square bracket equals to 14 minus 2x. So there are only 3 steps to solve this type of questions. So after you copy the questions, the first step you need to do is expand the bracket. So we will get x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals to 14 minus 2x. Next, the second step is to make it into a general equations which is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. And we will get x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals to 0. And the third step is to do factorization. And we will get 2 brackets equals to 0, and in the brackets we have x minus 5 and x plus 1 equals to 0. Remember that this equation is important to write it down. So lastly, we can write it in the answer form, which is x equals to 5 and x equals to negative 1. So actually, you can also use your calculator to find the final answer before you write the previous equations. So I will show you the calculator we normally use. These two calculators are the most common we use to find the answer of quadratic equations. So after you arrange it into a general form, so we will get x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals to 0. And we need to compare it to ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. And then we will see that our ax equals to 1 and our b equals to negative 4 and our c equals to negative 5. And on your calculator, you can click mode and select equations, and you choose second degree, and you can enter your number, which is a equals to 1, b equals to negative 4, and c equals to negative 5. And then we will directly find the roots, which is x1 equals to 5 and x2 equals to negative 1. But don't forget to put it back into the previous equations, which is 2 brackets equals to 0. But remember that we have to change the signs of the roots we found in calculator. So we will write it as x equals to x minus 5 and x plus 1 equals to 0. So once again, this equations is very important. So we have done the first questions. So let's move on to the next question, and I will pass it to Miss Amira to teach you.
Good day everyone. Today I'm going to continue to do sample questions in Mathematics Form 4 in the topic Quadratic Function and Equation in one variable. So the book I'm using is Mathematics Tingkatan 4 Practice Strategy from Pelangi Bestseller. Okay, I'm going to go through with you the question. The to show you is a question from page 11 from this book. The area of a rectangle is 42 cm squared. The length of the rectangle is 1 cm more than its width. Form a quadratic equation and hence find the measurement of the rectangle. So this question asks us to form a quadratic equation and then find the measurement, which is the length and the width Alright, so we continue. We can note the width as x and the length is x plus 1 as it has been stated in the question, which is the length of rectangle is 1 cm more than its width. Alright, so now we also have to know the formula for area of a rectangle, which is length times width. Then area equals to length times width equal to 42. Alright, so we put the x plus 1 and x equals to 42, we times for it, and then we expand the equation. It will become x squared plus x equals to 42. Then we do the quadratic equation, which is x squared plus x minus 42 equals to 0. Then you can key in your calculator or do factorization. Then you'll get x equals to 6 and x equals to negative 7. Okay, note that in this answer x equals to negative 7 is not acceptable as it is in the negative form. Alright, so we have the quadratic equation here, which is x squared plus x minus 42 equals to 0. We already answered the first question in this question, which is from a quadratic equation, and now we have to find the measurement of the rectangle. So going back, the width is x and the length is x plus 1. So we have our x, which is x equals to 6. Then continue. The width is 6 and the length is 6 plus 1 equals to 7. Therefore, the width is 6 cm and the length is 7 cm. Alright, we have answered this question, but in order for you to be sure of your answer, you can always check with it. You just have to put the answer that you have gotten in the formula of the area, which is area equals to 6 times 7, and then you get 42 centimeters squared, just same like as the equation stated above. Alright, now we are going to continue with the next question. Okay, next question is sketching the graph of quadratic function fx equals to 4x squared minus 13x plus 3. Alright, so you have to know what is a, what is b, and what is c in this quadratic function. So a is 4. 4 is a positive number which is more than 0, so the shape is concave upwards. Alright, and then c is the y-intercept. I'm sorry, there's the typo there. It's supposed to be y-intercept. And then you have to do this equation, which is when fx equals to 0, you'll get 4x squared minus 13x plus 3. You can do factorization, or you just can key in your calculator to get what is the value of x. Alright, so the value of x is 3 and also 1 over 4. Alright, so the value of x, 3 and 1 over 4, it will be your x-intercept on the graph, as you can see the graph on the right side of this slide. Alright, so that is how you will sketch your graph with the shape of the concave upwards, and the intercept is 3 and 1 over 4, and then the y-intercept is also 3. Alright, so that is all from